Well, I have about an hour and a half until the real estate agent shows up to take pictures of the house. And all I have to do yet is finish up here in the kitchen and maybe a little bit in the master bedroom. So I'll show you the house. It looks quite a bit different. I mean, it doesn't look totally different because there's still a cat here at not quite 2:30, and he's thinking it ought to be supper time. But too bad for him. You will see that the walls, there is not some rotten old wallpaper that was put up in 1927. The walls were painted, and so they're white now. And also the refrigerator is clean, and I don't know that you can see this quite well, but the stove, there was grease spattered on there for probably 20 years, but it's quite clean now. Tabby's blanket is in the wash, so it's not like he doesn't use the blanket on the famous chair, but it's just in the wash. He's been tracking cat litter all over the place. His hips just don't work so well anymore, and he can't quite hold himself up as well as he used to, but he's hanging in there. He's like, oh, well, he's leaving the kitchen. That means I'm not getting any food. I'm not going to stay in there if there's no food to be had. And the entranceway is similarly, there's no more of the old wallpaper. That's long gone, and the painting happened about 2 weeks ago. The living room also has been painted, but it's just a slight gray color, and it doesn't look that much different than the white color that we had before, so you probably can't tell the difference. In here also painting, but well, what we had was a guy who came in, he called this troweling, so that way we didn't have to remove every little piece of wallpaper, but it makes it a little bit rough. And then, like I said, it's a slight gray color. In here, basically the same. She's been staying with me because your mother's been giving her medicine. Shoes! Old shoes. Piss cat. She comes and stays in here. That way there's no medicine that can be forced down her throat. She has the pancreas trouble again. We need to get her a pancreas transplant. This room also has been well cleaned and painted. It's a little dark in here because of the curtains, but it's about ready. And then the laundry room looks the same as always. And this room also has a gray color to it, but you can't really tell the difference in a picture, I don't think, from the white paint that was up there before. I have a few items to pick up yet here before we take pictures. And here, this has been well cleaned. We had some kind of cleaner, but the fumes were enough to kill an elephant. So I thought Shoes was going to just roll over or turn into Frankencat or something. But well, we made it through. And then here is the closet, but you can't really tell any difference in there. But whatever. We'll go outside. We have a new roof as well. Who is to say that 2:30 isn't supper time? Hand it over, rotten human. Watch this door. It's a new door. It's just very smooth. And it closes smoothly. And then the tree, well, actually both trees, we trim the bottom. It's supposed to make the place look a little better. And so it makes it a hell of a lot easier to cut the grass, I'll tell you that much. And then also the back fence, our back fence, I ripped it down because it was about to fall down on its own. And the neighbor's back fence is about to fall down on its own as well. But when I originally pulled our fence down, this over here, they had a huge pile of twigs and branches there, but they have since pulled it down. And then, of course, we have no fence and no gate. And then, if you can see, the roof is gray now. It used to be kind of a reddish brown like everybody else, but we thought we would go with a dark gray and just do something a little different. I thought it was going to be a little darker than this, and I guess it will get darker as the years go by, but I don't know. I think it looks all right. I left that fence up just because it's still in good shape, and there was no reason to pull it down. This is where children used to play, and Lucy used to dig under the fence to get out. She used to escape, so I put those little pieces in there. It was a long time ago, huh? I don't know if you remember, there were bushes over here and I cut those out, but that's been a year or two, maybe 2 or 3, I can't remember anymore. And there used to be bushes over there, and they gave me, like, I don't know what it was. It wasn't poison ivy, but it was close. I cut those out as well. But that also has been a year or so. And then where did all our stuff go? I'll tell you where all our stuff went. It's all piled in there, huh? So we have, of course, a cat, all manner of cat items. We had the Mexican roofers, and that inspired me to buy a case of Modelo. Which, if you're going to drink Modelo, it has to be in the bottles, because those bottles are so much fun to drink out of. So this is all our stuff, and well, it's all over the place, to be honest. I can't think of anything exciting here. Boots Frank used to climb in that tree. And then the last thing is I put some mulch in the front. This was a recommendation of the real estate agent. So we have the mulch in the front, which would have made life a lot easier. And you know, honestly, cutting the trees up would have made life a lot easier as far as cutting the grass, but well, it's too late to go back 20 years or whatever it was. I will definitely miss the Japanese maple. That was an excellent tree. I did trim it back a little bit. It was getting a little out of control. And there's the side of the house. And I guess that's about it. See if we can see old Piss Cat here, if she's still in the window. No, she's not there anymore. All right, that's the final tour of the house, I suppose. Wish us luck on selling it. Zillow tells us it's worth something more than $280,000, so hopefully we get a lot of money.